friends, welcome back to my channel. Sas here, I'm here for another 90-day fiancé, honey. The arguing episode, child. That's all they did. This episode got on my nerves. Ugh. Sorry for the delay in upload. I had a bad SD card, so I had to get a new card, but I had to work, so it's up today, y'all. It's up today, and I have a announcement. I may go live on Thursday. Okay, they are calling for another storm, so I'll probably be stuck inside Thursday. And I was like, let's do a little live. So I may go live Thursday. If it is a definite going live on Thursday, I will put it on my community wall Wednesday night or Thursday morning, because they're calling for like 2 inches of ice. So, honey, we'll go live if I have power until the power goes out, honey. But knock on wood that the power won't go out, child. But yes, Thursday looks like I may be going live. And so we'll have a good old time. We're not going to cut up like we did last time. We can't be cutting up like that. So, yeah. Let's get into this review. All right, let's talk about Jovi and Yara. Now, it is time for Yara to meet Jovi's dad. As we know, Yara is pregnant, okay? So they're on their way over there, and she ain't feeling it, okay? She's like, I'm tired, I'm sick, I really don't want to, visit his parents, but here I is, okay? So we get up in there, and the mom and daddy are in there. The dad is like, hey, how you doing? It started out really well, and then it took a left real quick. Why do these people on this show ask or say such inappropriate things? Some things you don't need to say. It blows my mind. But anyway, so the dad, apparently he has a problem with the way that Yara dresses while she's on vacation. Excuse me, Papa Jovi. Say that again. See, Papa Jovi says that he peeped his son's vacation pictures, and he peeped Yara in a bikini. Because, see, he had asked Yara, how you liking it so far? How you like our great city? We know Yara, honey. Yara is not down with New Orleans. She don't like New Orleans, okay? She says, it's hard to walk here and there, hard to get around. Look, she missed home. Ukraine is not New Orleans. So then, Jovi's dad was like, well, some of the things you be wearing is inappropriate, and you don't need to be walking around New Orleans in those clothes. Papa Jovi, do you think that Yara is walking around in a bikini in New Orleans to get a cup of milk? What's wrong with him? All this whole time, tell me if I'm wrong, friends, I have never seen Yara in something that deemed inappropriate. I always see her in leggings or a sweater or a jacket or a shirt. I haven't seen her in any inappropriate clothing. And Papa Jovi, just because you've seen her in a bikini on vacation does not mean that she's walking around New Orleans like that. She was on vacation. And let's say that she was wearing, clothes that you deemed inappropriate in New Orleans. What's that got to do with you? This is your son's woman. It ain't your woman. And why are you looking at her anyway on Facebook? What's wrong with it? Just ridiculous. She's on vacation. Child. So, of course, the whole thing is they don't want their boy going over to another country. Now, Yara is saying, listen, okay, I don't want to stay here. I want to go home, and Jovi wants to go with me, so I don't know if I'm going to stay in the United States or not. More likely, not. Jovi just sitting over there ain't saying nothing. Helen Keller, he ain't saying anything. And the dad is like, so you don't want to stay here? You want to go back to your country? She was like, yeah. I mean, it's an option. Jovi's still just sitting there. I'm like, Jovi, why ain't you opening up your mouth? Okay? At least reassure your parents and you and Yara can fuss later. So then they brought up, the mama did, that most Ukrainian women just come over to the United States to get an American man. Well, honey, why she say that? Because, honey, that flew all over Yara, honey. Yara said, now let me tell you something. Don't you be breaking up my country. I don't know why you think the United States is so great anyway. Yeah, I come over here to get my man, but I can also go home. She said, don't be saying anything about that. That's not true. Okay? That's just like when people say that Americans are stupid. Baby. Honey, did you see all of their faces? I see in my neck of the woods, in these paws, honey, that's what we call the cracked face. Honey, did you hear Papa Jovi go? See, that was embarrassment that was calling his throat. Now, I have said a lot about Yara. A lot. And I will continue to say a lot about Yara. Okay? But at that moment, at that time, she got them together. As she should. Some things you don't need to say. And furthermore, Papa Jovi, you have a son that drink whiskey at 8 in the morning. You have a son that go to several strip clubs, that knows the strippers' names, phone numbers, and according to his friend, he likes to partake in their coochie. And you worried about Yara on the beach in a bikini on vacation. Honey, check your son, don't check Yara. Now, it's time for Jovi, the dad, to go and meet up with some friends, and Jovi's mom is getting ready for the engagement party. Now, we already know what Yara thinks about that. Yara is not feeling an engagement party. She's not feeling no party to have any type of balloons, ribbons, streamers, cake. She don't want nothing because she says, my family's not here. Yara, see, this is my problem with Yara. Whether your family is not there or not, it's just a little engagement party. Jovi is part of this marriage too, you know. You may not like it, but that's who you chose to be with, and now he is the father of your child. So the mother was like, well, I told her that it was just going to be a small little gathering, honey. It's about 50 to 60 people. She'll be all right when the swelling goes down. I was like, oh, Lord, she is going to have a fit about that. Now we're going to hear Yara's mouth once again. So Jovi and his dad goes over to the friends. Jovi's mom, she goes to get some decorations, and they leave Yara there at the house by herself. I was like, huh? Why didn't Yara go with the mama? Oh my God. Just weird. Weird. So anyway, so Jovi, his dad, is over there with the homeboys, and they were having a crawfish boil. Now, friends, I am not going to lie to you. The minute I seen those crawfish, I blacked out. I don't really know what was said. Only thing I really know is that the dad is really concerned about Jovi going over to another country, and that the friends is wondering what type of girl done, got their hooks in Jovi, because, honey, Jovi is a partying boy. He likes to drinking, he likes to strippers, and he likes to strip club, honey, so ain't nothing changed, even though Jovi is like, he's done changed a lot. That's what he said. The friends was like, okay, I ain't here to argue with you. So anyway, I would have ate my weight in that cranberry. They would look at me and be like, you okay? Are we gonna have any? Honey, I would have. Boom. One after another. One after another, y'all. One after another. Didn't that look delicious, honey? Oh. But anyway, so we back at the house. It's time for the party. Yara and Jovi are arguing. She's trying to fix his hair. They're arguing. She's trying to get ready. They're arguing. They going out the door. They arguing. They walk into the Uber. They arguing. They get inside of the Uber. They're arguing. Boy, this couple is draining me. Okay? Yara. Jovi. They just say the most disrespectful things to each other. How are they ever going to survive? She's fussing at him because he left her at home by herself at the parents' house, and he brought her back some crawfish. She don't want crawfish. She wanted some food. Why didn't he think to bring her a cheeseburger and a fry or a club sandwich? Now see, Jovi, you could have solved all this if you just would have bought her a club sandwich or went by Hardest. But no, you done got called all kinds of SOBs and, shut your effing mouth. And Jovi is like, shut up. I mean, oh man, she's talking about him drinking. Oh Lord. Y'all, I can't deal with all that fussing and fighting, arguing. I can't do it. What do y'all think about Yara and Jovi? Let's move on. We'll make this real quick. Andrew and Amari. Okay, now, Andrew, he's on his way home. His mama's picking him up. And he's talking to his mom going down the road. And she was like, what happened? How is Amari? Did she go into detail about what happened in Mexico? And then here's Andrew. Andrew said, well, she really didn't say too much. Andrew, you a whole lie. Amari told you how terrible it was. She said that it was like a prison. She said that stuff was nailed down. She said that she was stuck in there for 3 days. Ain't took no type of bath. She told you that. But now you're going to sit there and tell your mama that she just flaked out. And she done blacked out and she didn't tell you none of this. Andrew is a whole fool. A fool. So he was like, listen, the visa is about to, we're about to lose the visa. So we're going to have to think of something. And you know what, Mom? I had a brilliant idea. Just like the Mexican idea, this is a brilliant idea. How about I will have Amari go to Serbia? That mama was looking at him like, what did I raise? I done raised a complete dumbass. My son, no. She should have wound down the window and said, my son dumb. Everybody, look at my son. Look at my son, honey. He dumb. Just dumb. That's my son. So Andrew still got this cockamamie plan that they go to Serbia. Andrew, that is a terrible idea. Terrible idea. And Amari, please don't go. Please stay in France. Y'all already know how I feel. I feel like they shouldn't even be together. At least wait until you can, until she can come over here. And if that means that the visa is gone, then the visa's gone, child. That's just it. All right? Y'all just going to have to reapply or however that goes. Got that girl going out of Serbia. And then he gonna talk about, I've been looking at it and they've been handling this well. Nobody has been handling it great. It ain't been handled too well for you to be flying all over the place. Honey, move on, y'all. I'm moving on. Next, child, Hazel and Tariq gonna be long. Okay? Hazel, she up in there doing a little bit of workout. Tariq, he's doing a little bit of workout, child. They on lockdown because of the virus. They are on lockdown. And of course, it has hit worldwide. And of course, it has hit the Philippines. And Hazel says that she found out that her son had a fever. Did y'all see Tariq's face? Tariq was like, a fever? Oh my God! A fever? What? I mean, listen. I know the virus is serious. And I know when you hear something like that, it's a cause for concern. But Tariq, if you don't calm down, okay, it's a fever, child. He could have had just a little cold. So, of course, she's upset by this, all right, because it is her son. It is a virus, and she don't want her son sick. So, they do a FaceTime with that stepmama. Now, was it just me, or was that stepmama not feeling them? Honey, that stepmama look like she don't care nothing for Hazel, child. But the boy is adorable. And the boy said, listen, Mom, I'm fine. Look at me. Honey, that boy was adorable. He was all up in the camera. I'm fine. Just adorable. And of course, this makes Hazel happy, makes Tariq happy. And Hazel says that the reason why, you know, the son is with the father is because she did not have enough money to take care of her son. Well, it sounds like that the father and the stepmother don't have enough money to take care of too. Because what was it? Tariq said, can you give them, you know, orange juice? And she was like, they can't afford orange juice. Ain't that what she said? Lord have mercy. So here is Tariq, you know, lighting the mood. He's doing jumping jacks, and they are trying to get Hazel's son over to the United States. See, that should be your focus, Hazel and Tariq. Not finding some girl on Tinder, Bumble, Christian.com, Single Mingle, Black People Meet. See, this, you don't need to be worried about that. Get your son over here. Then you can worry about a girlfriend. Let's move on. All right. Oh, gee. Yeah. Let's talk about Natalie and Mike. This ain't gonna be long, y'all. This is not gonna be long. They go out to dinner, okay? Natalie has been there for 6 weeks, and she has been miserable all 6 weeks. So they go out to dinner, okay? Still looking miserable, her in her eyes. Mike just looked like he just wanted to jump out of the window, child. Of course, things are not going well. And Natalie said, hey, you know, I still don't have my ring. Have you thought anything else about this wedding? About this marriage? And here's Mike. I really don't want to talk about it. Can I have some bread and butter? I don't even want to talk about it. Waitress. Couple of beers here. I don't want to talk about it. So, of course, she's like, he don't want to talk about it. He don't want to talk about the wedding. He don't want to talk about the marriage. I still don't have my ring. I still don't have my ring. Girl, you ain't got that ring yet. So then, here comes Natalie saying that they probably need to go to some type of psychologist, some type of counseling session, because this ain't working. Here's Mike. No. But I want to. No. But I need it. No. We need it. No. I think we need to go to a counselor. No. Honey, Mike's name was no. I said no today, I say no tomorrow, and I'm going to say no next week. So Mike is like, I don't want to go to no counseling session. I think it's ridiculous. We're not going. So they're up in the kitchen, okay, cooking some bland food because Mike had a stick of butter. And here's Natalie. I don't like butter. Ooh, I don't like butter. Ooh, child. I just want to hold Natalie down and just sprinkle some salt on her tongue. Taste it. I just wish I had a fat back so I could just lay it on her tongue. Swallow it. That's what's wrong with you. You need some southern food up in your guts. You'll feel better. Eat a collard green, girl. counseling session. Here's mine. No. I think we need to go. No. Where my beer at? So he goes up in there in the freezer, honey. And he was like, daggone it. I only got one beer left. Lord, she done got the yapping. I need a 12-pack. I think we need to go to counseling session. Nope. I think we need to talk to her. Nope. I think we need to talk. Nope. Honey, Mike done took his beer and himself and done went outside. Honey, she done nagged him and worried him so much, honey. He done went to get a haircut. The hairstylist is like talking to him. I think that hairstylist truly like Mike. She tried to be a little slick when she found out that Mike and Natalie ain't on, good terms. She could tell about, you want to go out? Girl. Then she could tell about, I was just kidding. No, you wasn't, girl. No, you wasn't. No, you wasn't, girl. No, you wasn't. You want to go out with Mike. Too bad, so sad. So, the hairstylist is trying to, give him some advice. Listen, bottom line is Mike caved. Mike said yes, he will go to a counseling session. Now, y'all, I'm not going to sit here and lie to y'all. I don't know what was said because the minute Natalie sat down in front of that psychologist, mental health counselor, whomever he was that they done found in the yellow pages, honey, the minute she says, I'm upset because I left my country. I went just like this to my remote. So y'all gonna have to tell me down below what was said. Do I care? Will I care, child? Because I don't care. Honey, I fast forwarded because you married to this man. They're married now. So let's move on. Rebecca and Zeid, child. Zeid, he is talking to his adorable niece and nephew and that sister. Okay, Zeid is still inside of that empty apartment. Zeid is still just chilling. Honey, ain't doing nothing. Ain't doing anything, child. Things are going as it's going, child. Later on, I'm going to meet up with her family. Even though they don't like me, we're going to go out to dinner. So, it's time for them to go to dinner, child. And it is Rebecca and Zeid, Rebecca's daughter, and that boyfriend. And let me tell y'all ain't SHIT. Somebody said that the boyfriend looked like somebody who stormed the Capitol. That's what somebody said in my comments. I said, no, y'all didn't. But anyway, the boyfriend's friend, male, and then there's their friend, a female. Okay, a little young pretty girl. Well, of course, Rebecca sees this, and what goes off? Insecurity. What goes off? Jealousy. What goes off? Craziness. What goes off? Insecurity. What goes off? Jealousy. What goes off? Craziness. See, all those bells was going when Rebecca seen that little young thing sitting there. So, the conversation's going. They're talking. How's everything going? La, la, la. They done brought out the salad with the, ranch dressing. Isn't it funny how you go to these restaurants, and I don't care where you live in the United States, all the salads look the same. I don't care if you are Outback, Texas Roadhouse, Applebee's. The salads all look the same. They all look the same. They got that one little cherry tomato. So anyway, so he was like, what is this stuff? And she was like, you put it on there. He was talking about the ranch dressing. So he was like, oh. So they're throwing down on their food. And so Rebecca is telling her daughter and the boyfriend that while she's at work, that, the furniture out of the storage has to get out and moved into the apartment. And that Zeid is going to have, some help. And so that pretty young thing said, I'll do it. She said, I'll help Zeid move. See, my family owns trucks. And I can help Zeid move. Okay? See, I can do that. It ain't nothing to it but to do it. Go ahead and put your back into it. It ain't nothing to it but to do it. Hey, go ahead, put your back into it. Oh, so anyway, so of course, here is Zeid. Zeid wasn't paying any attention to her. Okay, Zeid heard moving trucks and I'll help. And Zeid was like, okay, thank you, thank you. Here is Rebecca. Insecurity, jealousy, craziness. She was like, huh? You want to help him move? And so the girl was like, sure. And she was like, you want to help? You gonna let her help you move? You hear what she said? And he was like, yeah. And she said, you want her to help you move. And so he was like, what are you talking about? Honey, Zeid was out here, honey. And she said, she wants to help you move. And so he was like, oh, no. Thank you, you know. And so Rebecca was like, And so here Rebecca just acting ridiculous. The daughter is like, Mom, she is just saying she can help, okay? Now, later on, she may try to make a little move on Zeid, but at this point, she was asking to help move. Zeid wasn't even paying her any attention. Now, if Rebecca keep cutting up the way she's cutting up, he will definitely pay her some attention. Rebecca, calm down. This is how Rebecca should have handled this. Okay, so listen, this is the plan, y'all. Since y'all are two strapping young men, okay, before I get off work, okay, you go over there and you pick up those trucks that she is so willing to help to lend to us, okay, and then y'all go over to the storage unit with Zeid, pick up that stuff and bring it back to the apartment. And little Miss Thing, if you want to go, you come on. I'll be at work at 7. You be there at 7:05, and we can take the stuff off the truck as well. See, that's how you do it, Rebecca. You better get those trucks instead of buying a U-Haul or renting a U-Haul. You played it all wrong. See, your insecurities, your jealousy, and your craziness and your childishness blinded you from all that. Zeid, honey, I tell you what, Zeid done had a rough couple of weeks, 3 weeks, however long he been there, a week. So Rebecca, all right, she made the excuse of that you cannot have a woman in the apartment with a man by themselves if it's not their wife or woman. So it's inappropriate. But anyway, we know what it gives, y'all. Rebecca and her jealousy self. What's wrong with her? Let's move on. Ryan and Stephanie, child, last and least. Okay? Stephanie still in Belize. Okay? Stephanie still haven't had her back cracked. Stephanie still haven't put her knees to her ears, child. You ain't seen this man, your boo, a boy you want to marry, in 10 months. And y'all still haven't been intimate? Oh, Stephanie. I think that Botox done went to your brain if you think that if you are accepting any of his excuses. Oh, you mean to tell me a 27-year-old boy ain't seen his woman in 10 months and he ain't gonna crack that back the minute she walked through that door? Girl, born at night. Y'all finish the rest. So, we have Ryan, and Ryan is excited. He's excited to, have a life with Stephanie. He says that he wants to go over to good old Michigan, child, see the United States. So Stephanie said, oh, so you're excited about that? He said, I sure am. And so she was like, what your mama think about that? My mama cool. I said, what your mama think about that? She cool with us? She cool with you going over to the United States? she's cool with this relationship. Ron said, my mama good. And so Stephanie said, oh, really? Okay. Well, she blocked me, so. Do you know that, Ryan? See, your mama blocked me. Now, this is Stephanie's story. Stephanie said that her and Ryan had got into an argument. And see, the mature thing and the intelligent thing and the sensible thing was to call his mama and to tell her that they had an argument, and then tell the mama that that Stephanie want the money back. Stephanie thought it was a good idea to do that and say that, first of all, Stephanie, why are you calling this boy's mama? Something wrong with you. You had an argument with Ryan. Why you bringing that mama involved? Is it because you wanted that mama to take your side? Because you are giving money? And that mama said, I ain't taking nobody's side. I ain't in it. You get mad. And then you say, oh, I want my money back. Excuse me. You gave them that money. Okay? You did that. You did that. Out of the goodness of your heart. So here's Ryan. Ryan was like, yeah, my mom was a little offended by that. It's like that you trying to hold that money over our heads. Okay? Want that money back. You want that money back. Okay? And so she was like, well, she didn't say thank you. He was like, what are you talking about? She said, your mama didn't say thank you. He said, my mom said, thank you very much. I appreciate it. She said, no, she didn't. She said thanks. And she said, I had to contact her to even see if she got the money. After I contacted her is when I got a thank you. Y'all, this is a 50-something-year-old woman talking like this. And so Ron was like, listen, I don't know. You know, we say thanks and we mean it. Thank you, thanks. Sorry we didn't say, oh, thank you so much. Let me kiss your feet. Let me kiss your hand. What are you trying to do? What are you trying to say? You'll be using that money now. So, of course, Stephanie, she thought, hey, you know, I cut her off. She blocked me. I cut her off, and I ain't send her any more money. See, I was the one that keeping the lights on. I was the one that keeping clothes on her back. I was the one that was keeping food in her stomach. Stephanie, shut up. Nobody told you to send them money. You chose to do that. And then you got your face cracked by that mama. I would love to hear what that mama had to say to you for you to come out your mouth, I want my money back. Honey, she cracked your face and you got embarrassed. So it's dinner time, child. Ron ain't trying to hear it. They're sitting down at dinner, and here's Stephanie bringing up what her psychic friend said. Here's Stephanie talking about that the psychic friend has seen another woman and all this. Ron ain't here for the psychic. Ron said, listen, I don't believe in that stuff. I think it's devil's work. Okay? I'm not down with the psychic. I'm not down with that type of stuff. It's devil stuff. And I can't believe that you actually are down with it. But it's your friend, so oh well. And so here, Stephanie is still telling Ron about what the friend said. He said, do you think that maybe the reason she knows all this stuff is because you're telling her? You're telling her certain things about the relationship, and she's just, you know, exaggerating a little bit on what you're telling her, the psychic. And so here comes Stephanie. No, I don't tell her nothing. I don't tell her nothing. That's a lie, Stephanie. Because we seen you were sitting on the table. You were sitting on the couch telling her things. Ron said, I don't believe in it. But he gonna pump his brakes because that is Stephanie's friend. So, here it is time. Okay, it's time for the night, honey. It's time for them to go inside and make a little bump, bump, bump. Okay? See, she ain't had none. So it's time. Honey, 4 hours later, all heck done broke loose, honey. Screaming, yelling. Stephanie talking about Ryan. Ryan's out the door. done took his feet to the street. Here's Stephanie talking about, oh my God, she's like running up the stairs talking about I can't stand him, and who does she call? Harris. I need to call Harris. Why you calling that boy? This is why you got in trouble the last time, you fool. So she's calling Harris. Harris is not picking up, and she's freaking out. Still no boo-boo. Y'all, that's it. That's all I got. That's all I can give, honey. Y'all know what to do. Leave it down below. Don't forget to hit that like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, friends, bye.